Hello friends, welcome to our channel Knowledge Amplifier, and in my this particular video I am going to show you how you can label the labeled image. Okay, so what is that? Let me just show you one particular image which I have taken for this particular demonstration purpose. This particular coins image, and this is present in MATLAB database itself. Just you need to write coins.png, that's all. Okay, then I am converting that image to binary image because you can understand this is one grayscale image. You can check workspace. I is 246 cross 300 uint8 unsigned integer 8-bit representation. Okay, now let us convert that to binary image, and I am binarize. I will do that figure I am so z. Okay, so let me just show you this particular part. Okay, and here we will be getting our binary representation of this particular grayscale image. But as you can see, there are lots of holes present in our object. So if I just zoom those, okay, suppose I am selecting this particular coin, see here lots of holes present. Then here, if you observe here holes present. Okay, then for this particular coin, here holes present. Then for this one, holes present. So this is basically, here we have used global thresholding because we have not given any particular threshold value for IM binarize, and it is resulting into improper object detection. So what we will do, we can use IM fill function to fill all the holes. IM so RS. So now if I just select all these parts, so here I will be getting the three output. This is our original grayscale image, this is the thresholded binary image, and if we apply IM fill on this particular image, we will be getting all the holes filled. Okay, now we can simply apply labeling on that. So what I have done here, AB equal to BW label RS. Okay, so let me just show you the labeled image. IM so A, and I am using IM pixel info to get the label idea. Okay, so PIXELINFO. All right, sorry, yes. Now let's run this particular part of my code, and I will be getting these four figures. Okay, what are these four figures? See, try to understand step by step. This is our original grayscale image, this is our binary image, and this is our image after filling all the holes, and this is our labeled image where all the holes are filled. And if I take my mouse pointer to any of these circles, this particular binary object, I will be getting corresponding intensity of the labeled image and pixel coordinate also. Okay, I am taking here, I am getting 6, I am taking here, I am getting 2, for here 1, for here 3, for here 5, for here 7, for here 4, like that we are getting different label values. But it will be very easy to understand if we just able to write the label values on these objects. Okay, so what we can do, we can find the center of mass of each binary object, and at that location we can simply put the corresponding label values. That's all. So that's what I have done here. I have already explained how you can find out the center of mass for binary object, right? You can check my previous video. So let me, for the time being, let me just remove IM pixel info. Center X equal to one empty array, center Y equal to one empty array. These two empty array will store basically the center of mass of each binary object, and here this particular for loop is used for calculating the center of mass. I am, for each label, I am finding that what are the rows and columns where that label is appearing, and then we are taking mean of all the rows, mean of all those columns. Okay, and then we are storing that in center of X, center of Y, and then I am giving hold on, okay, to plot those, and plot center of Y, center of X, R star, that is star and red color, line with 5. Now point to be noted, as you know that in case of matrix representation, you cannot write plot X comma Y, that is first you need to write Y then X. Okay, plot Y comma X. All right, so this, why we are doing this also I have explained earlier. You can check my previous video. So here you can see that all these center points have one red color star marks which are indicating those centroids. Now instead of these centroids, just we need to give the labels, and that's all, our intention will be fulfilled. So let me just comment this particular code. Okay, and then what I am doing, I am making temp variable equal to 1, and I am traversing through all these centroids. So for k equal to 1 colon length of center y, x equal to center of x, y equal to center of y, and you know that text we use to put some text y comma x, that is coordinate I am giving, and text require the text, that is string data type. So our labels are basically integer, so num to string, we are converting that particular label to string. Here you can put k directly, no need to give the temp also. Okay, so here it will put in order itself, because here when we have used this particular loop, the center x center y array having the center of mass for the label 1 as first element, for the label 2 as second element, for the label 3 as third element, like that, because we are keep on increasing in ascending order 1 to b, right? So basically the order will be maintained, no need to worry about the order. Okay, so now if I just run the whole code, I will be getting this beautiful outcome. Okay, see here, now it is very easily we can determine for each binary object what are the labels. For this is 1, for this is 10, for this is 2, for this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, little bit random fashion. Okay, so this is how you can label the labeled objects. Okay, already these objects are labeled, but we want to give those label values on this binary image, so that I have used text. Okay, so this is called labeling of labeled objects. Okay, so same code will be posted in the description box. If you want, you can check there. There are inbuilt function to implement the same, but here I thought to show you that without using directly inbuilt function, how you can write your own code. Later in my upcoming future videos, I will be showing you the inbuilt function also. But first, try to understand the concept. Once you understand the concept, you can use the inbuilt function, because if you somewhere stuck some particular situation, you can write your own code also if you have clear concept, right? So clearing concept is very important. So this is all for my this video. If you find this video helpful, please like, share and comment. Subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed till now, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of my latest videos. Thank you for watching.